Lincoln Ware Live. I'm your guest host today, Mary Beavers, Lincoln's producer, and I'm filling in while he's away with his family for the holidays. We've got a great show lined up today. Would you like to know how you can be a hero for the holiday season? Let me tell you, I got two guys here, really cute too, that are going to tell us how we can be the hero with the hot video games that are out this season. We've got Ron, Oblin, and Beau Beckley from Game Crazy. They're going to tell us everything we need to know because we know our kids are into these video games. And on the second half of the show today, I have a very, very special guest. He took the time to fly all the way down from the North Pole. So at the second half of the show, you might want to get the kids together, get them around the television set, give me a call, and if they got any questions they want to ask Santa Claus, have them call in. Let me remind you the telephone number, 513-381-3838. If you've got some questions for these guys, give them a call. They've got the answers to all these questions about the hot video games. Good morning, guys, and welcome to the show. How are you today?
Good. How you doing, Mary?
Thank you for having us, Mary.
Great. Well, what have you got to tell us? What is going on with this mania about video games nowadays? My God.
It's crazy right now. We're in the best industry to be in right now during the holidays.
I think you are.
You know, our company, Game Crazy, we went ahead and did a survey for parents this year. We surveyed 1,000 kids from 8 to 17 years old. 80% of them this year said that they would love to have either a video game or a video game console this year. And 63% of them said that they're anticipating they won't get what they want for this Christmas. So we brought all the hottest games that were in the survey for you to make it easy for the parents. And we actually brought video game systems so we can answer questions and tell them about all the great systems also.
So you heard them, guys. If you've got some questions about video games, right here, video systems, call me up, 513-381-3838. They've got the answers. So let's jump into it.
Let's do it.
Let's jump right into it. Tell me, what are some of the top games this year?
Well, the top games, I brought all the top games that the kids were actually told to us that they wanted this Christmas. The number one game is the Guitar Hero 3.
I'm seeing Beau, he's ready to break out some air guitar.
Actually, when you buy the Guitar Hero, not only the game, you actually get the controller that you actually simulate playing a guitar with all the hot hits, past and present, that the kids can play. And this is on all video game systems this year. It's on the Xbox 360, PS3, PS2. Okay? And if they have any questions about any of these games and prices, they can ask us when we. The next game for the Nintendo Wii, which is the newest system that's out right now and the hottest.
This is the one where you see them.
Yes. They get very interactive. Yes, actually, my 6-year-old nephew was playing with my my father this Thanksgiving and absolutely loved it. So it's not only for young kids.
Kodak moment right there.
Yes, it's going to go down in Oblin history.
Oh, yeah.
Mario Party 8, which is a bunch of mini games that the kids can play. The next is.
Can you hold that one up again?
Oh, I'm sure. And this is Mario Party 8. Anything that's Mario.
There you go.
Anything that's Mario is always a hit for the kids. Okay.
Oh, yeah. My boys, when I've got a 21-year-old and a 13-year-old and a 4-year-old, but when my 21-year-old was little Mario, which was what would have been Nintendo back in the day.
Yes.
I would sit for hours and watch him play the Mario.
Absolutely. And those kids that back then are still playing it now, and
yes,
it's a whole new generation.
Oh, yes, he
and
is.
It just came out last week, is the newest in the trilogy for the Nintendo Wii, is Mario Galaxy, where you actually travel through planets with Mario and do all kinds of fun things. It's a great game, and this is also one of the games that was on the survey that kids asked for this holiday season.
Sweet.
Okay. The next is My Sims. Everybody's familiar with the Sims games.
My daughter Mary, she has that, but she plays it on our computer.
Yes.
Our PC at home.
Yes.
Now, are these compatible? Are these something that are compatible with your PC?
No, they're not compatible. They're just on the video game systems. Some of these games are actually on multiple systems. Okay, so if you have an Xbox 360 or have a Wii or a PS3, you can play those. Even the new handhelds that are out now, which we'll talk about. So these are great. The next and the last of the top, everybody knows this one.
My boy Sammy has already beat Halo 3.
Halo 3.
He was like, Mommy, I beat it.
And this game is just on the Xbox 360 this year, so you have to have one of the newer systems to play it. But Halo 3 is one of the hottest trilogies in video game history. The day that this game released, it did more money than Spider-Man this year when it released.
Wow.
Yeah, video games are a multi-billion-dollar industry.
No doubt.
And it's just really, really exciting stuff for us.
Well, listen, I think these guys have got some serious information that we all need to hear as parents so that we know what our kids are wanting us to get them so that they're not unhappy if we get them a pogo stick or roller skates, which, you know, I was perfectly happy with when I was a kid.
Exactly.
But we're going to take a quick break. You listen to these messages, and we'll be right back with a Lincoln Ware Live show right here on WBQC, Channel 38. Right back. Welcome back to Lincoln Ware Live. If you're just tuning in, I've got two gentlemen from Game Crazy, and they're telling us how to be a hero for the holiday season. Right now, guys, I've got a call from Stacy. Good morning, Stacy. Do you have a call for the guys from Game Crazy? Good morning. Stacy, are you there? Nope, I think she's gone. I think we lost her. Okay, guys, maybe she'll call back. Stacy, call back. Do call back. We just lost you. So let's talk about these games, some more games here, guys.
Fantastic. We're just going to talk about 4 more games. Then what we're going to go ahead and do is let Beau, one of my store directors at Game Crazy over on Tylersville Road, explain the video game systems and their prices. The next, and we haven't talked about it, is our Game Crazy stores, which we have 13 in Dayton and Cincinnati that I directly supervise. We also sell PC games. The #1 PC game right now is Call of Duty 4. And this is out on all video game systems, the Xbox 360, the PS3, and PC. This is the hottest selling PC games. So if all your kids, they don't play the consoles, or the consoles are a little too much for you right now, we have great PC games that they can also play.
Now, how many of these games are available for your PC? Do they come? You know, obviously they're for the game systems, but do they also come where you can have them for your personal computer at home?
Most of them do end up on personal computers. Sometimes it takes a couple of months before they show up on it. Sometimes they do a release all at once. It depends on the manufacturer, but most of them do end up on PC eventually, especially the Microsoft titles.
Do they?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Great.
Something we need to know.
And the next thing we're going to go ahead and talk about are the handhelds. The 2 handhelds that are out right now that are very, very popular are the Nintendo DS. And actually, that was one of the top handhelds that kids are asking for this year. This is Mario Party 8. I showed you the Mario Party also on the Wii. It's on the DS, and it's also an outstanding game. Kids will always be safe playing this game. Okay?
Great.
Also, just to let you know, in our parents' guide that we have in the store, which you can pop into any one of our stores and just pick one up. They're on every single counter. It actually takes you through all the suggestions for parents and helps parents out with all this terminology we're bringing up that we're not too familiar with. And the most important thing is the ESRB ratings.
Yes.
What that is, it's just like the movie theater. Like our movie, that would be like an M-rated title. You have to be 17 years old to buy the game.
That would be right here.
There you go.
This.
On the front of every game, it will actually have the rating. And that parents guide that we put together for parents this holiday season actually explains each of those and tells
Sweet.
people what to buy and why not to. And you can ask any of our partners inside of our stores, and they'll be more than happy to spend the time explaining that to
that
you.
is terrific.
The next game, and this is another trilogy, and this is the PSP. This is Sony's handheld. Castlevania. Everybody loves a vampire.
Oh, yeah. Especially the redneck vampires.
You get her done.
Get her done.
So this is a great game. And we haven't really mentioned any of the PS3 games, but there's tons of great PS3 games out, and that system just came out last year. And this is Need for Speed Pro Street. This just came out, and this is a hot title to get. It's a racing game. This is something that everyone can play. You can customize your cars, and actually, we're pretty much selling out the day we get it in.
Can you play PS2 games on the PS3 systems?
Yes, Beau? And
Yes, you can. PlayStation 3 has total backwards compatibility with its PlayStation 2 as well as PlayStation 1 games, so you don't have to throw away any of your old collections.
Oh, that's
you buy them
sweet.
the new system, all their old stuff still works on it.
Sweet, that's good, because, you know, these, I know, boy, do I know, little Sammy boy at home, these things can be very expensive.
very expensive. And Beau's going to be talking about the video game systems now for you and explain the prices and things like that. There are different levels of different video game systems that will do stuff for you and will come with the extras and won't for the different prices. So Beau's going to explain the different systems for you that we have in front on this
Hit
table
me
for
with
you.
your best shot, Beau.
All right, first one we have here on the corner is the DS Lite, hottest handheld game system out there. This one's in the onyx color. They retail for $129. They have a touch-sensitive screen at the bottom, so you use your little stylus to move your guy around or draw things, operate on people. A lot of really innovative games for it. They come in pink, white, a new crimson color that just came out, and there's some limited edition ones this holiday season that's gold for Zelda and pink with the Nintendo's little
Pink,
paw print
that's
on it.
important,
There
pink.
you go.
Let's
This is
not leave the
most
girls
popular
out.
ones. Pink ones sell better than all the other
Oh,
colors. I don't know why.
sweet. Us girls have to have
Girls are
our
getting
own.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Second one we have here is the Xbox 360. This is the highest end model that you can get. It's the Elite model. Comes with the largest hard drive, 120 gig, wireless controller. A little over your head talking now. But we can help anybody who doesn't know anything about them. We have all the information there in the store. It's internet ready right out of the box. All you have to do is plug it in, parental controls, all that good stuff to keep them from playing the mature games. Then, of course, we have the Wii, most popular gaming system of all time right now. Full backwards compatibility with all the GameCube games, just like the PlayStation 3. You don't have to throw away your library. Wireless controllers, motion sensitive, touch sensitive, knows where your controller is at all times. This game system, anyone can play. Youngest child doesn't know how to read anything up to the oldest adult. All you do is pick it up and do things that you would naturally do. Playing baseball, hold the controller like it's a baseball bat and swing it. Anybody can play it, no problem.
What about people that have bad tempers?
Make sure you attach the wrist strap to your arm.
My husband will tell you. That's why I gave up on playing video games. I just sit back and watch the kids play the video games because I'm like, and I throw the controllers. So that's good if it's got a wristband. So if I
Does.
throw it, it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to stay
There you
right
go.
there on me. That's a good thing.
More controllers should have it, honestly.
They should, I agree, be less broken controllers.
Absolutely. Down in the far corner, we have the other portable system this year, the PlayStation Portable. Comes in a new slim model, silver, white, and the black that it's always had. Retails for $149.99. Bundles go for $180 with a game. The PlayStation 3, most powerful system, backwards compatible, as I said, with PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1. 60 gig hard drive, 80 gig hard drive, or 40 gig that just came out this year. Those only come in black, but wireless controller nonetheless. Can take up to 7 controllers and connect it to the internet right out of the box, wireless built in.
Can I ask you, what do you mean by most powerful system? Forgive my ignorance.
For the processing speed, the PlayStation 3 has what's called the cell processor built into it, which allows it to process faster and have better graphics than almost any other system. 360 is comparable, but yeah, it's a beast of a machine.
Sweet. Sweet. All right. Now, You talked about the price ranges of these. What are the price ranges of the games? What do they tend to be?
Games run from the DS, which would be the cheapest. They start at $29.99 up to $34.99, $39.99. When you get into PlayStation Portable, they're generally $39.99. They run up to $49.99. And Wii's are also $49.99 for the games. Now for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, they're almost always $59.99. And that's barring special editions, bundle packs, which we have the bundle of the Ace Combat down there that comes with 2 extra controllers, so you really feel like you're flying the jet. That one's significantly more expensive, but it comes with a lot of extra peripherals, so it's worth it.
What would you say maybe your the most expensive games out there? I mean, do those range, $80, $90?
Just the plain games like the Xbox 360 and the PS3, $60 is really the top end price. They do have collector's editions where you get extra fun things, free strategy guides, little figures, different things like that, which could add $10 to $20 onto it. But pretty much all the highest price you're going to pay is $60. But in our Game Crazy stores, we're part of Hollywood Video, by the way. If you know where a Hollywood Video is, chances are there's going to be a Game Crazy.
You know it.
Right.
You know
and you go to GameCrazy.com to do all the, to find our locations at.
Yeah.
But pretty much wherever there's a Hollywood
We
Video.
hit the one in North College Hill. That's the
you
one
go.
we hit in North College Hill.
There you go. So you can, we actually have used games. People trade in things. So if you have any games at home that you don't play anymore,
Yes, that's
which I'm
something
sure
I wanted to ask you.
Yes, I'm sure you got kids.
When
they're using
Sammy's
them
done, he trades them in.
Yes,
That's exactly what he does.
Don't let them use them as coasters in your house.
No.
Okay,
No.
bring them on in. We give you good trade value, which is credit to buy all these new games. So then we turn around, clean them up, buff them, guarantee them for 90 days, and put them on the floor and sell them at a lower price. So all these games that we're talking about for $60, you can get for $39.99, $40, etc. So it's a great, great deal. We even have used games down to $4.99, where you get 3 of them for $10. So it's a great deal. And we
can't beat
guarantee,
that.
we actually even sell guarantees on our games, which we call Game Guard, from $2 to $3, depending on the price. We'll guarantee that game for a year. So if your kids use it as a coaster and scratch it up, we'll fix it or replace it for free for that.
Great.
So it's great.
Okay, well, listen, we are going to jump into another break for just a moment, and we will be back to talk more about the games and the hot stuff that's out there. If you want to talk to these guys and ask them some questions, call me, 513-381-3838. Lincoln Ware Live. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Lincoln Ware Live. I'm your guest host, Mary Beavers, and we are talking to Ron and Beau from Game Crazy. And we've got some calls here I want to take. Looks like somebody wants to ask you a question.
Outstanding.
We have got Royce on line 1. Royce, good morning. How are you?
All right.
You got a question for these gentlemen?
Yes, I heard you were talking about the old Super Nintendo that I got. I got an old Super Nintendo. I got a old 64, okay? And I'd like to know where can I go and trade it in or sell it.
No problem. A great question. Where do you live at? I can tell you the best place for you to go.
The downtown in the West End.
Okay, we have a location in the West Galbraith or Forest Park. Will probably be the closest locations to you where you can take those systems and trade them in. If you have the games, unfortunately, we don't take the games and trade anymore, but we can do the systems now because those games that we do have, we sell for two for $5 now in our store, but we do take those systems back to trade in. There's not a whole lot of trade value, but you can even call one of our stores and they'll be more than happy to tell you right over the phone. We open at 10 o'clock every day what exactly those trade values are for.
Sweet. Hey, I hope that helped you out, Royce.
Hey, can I ask you something else? I got an old Atari, too.
Atari.
I
you're
remember
taking me
that.
back to my time, Royce. Look out.
Yeah, I got an old Atari. Got a lot of games to it, too.
Unfortunately, we don't take any systems that far back, but those are great systems. I still have.
That's a relic, Royce.
You should keep
that for your
that.
children to say, listen, and your grandchildren.
There are some great newspaper classifieds. You could probably put that in there and probably get a lot more for it.
You better
and some
believe it.
online services, you know who I'm talking about, to try to get some great money for those things. I wouldn't suggest taking it into a local store and trying to sell it. They won't give you the true value of what that's for.
Thanks for your call, Royce. Have a Merry Christmas.
You too.
Bye-bye, hon.
Thank you.
We have got Mike online, too. Good morning, Mike. Thanks for calling. You got a question for these gentlemen?
Yeah, I sure do. Here's what my question is. The new Resident Evil that's supposed to be coming out real soon, I heard that they had to push it back, and I've heard a couple of rumors about why, and I was wondering if you could give me your input why, what you might know.
Now, I'm gonna assume he's talking about Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, that one, it was originally scheduled to come out this fall. They pushed it back to actually 2009, last that I heard, because they were switching the people that were developing the game. They went from some of the people that were working on Resident Evil 4 to actually a collaboration of people that were working on Resident Evil 4 and some of the older Resident Evil games for original PlayStation. And knowing how well Resident Evil 4 did, they couldn't afford to not have it be to those standards, so they had to push it back several years.
And just to let you know, they just recently came out for the Nintendo Wii, the Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles, which is a collaboration of all the old Resident Evils together in a video game where you actually use the controller as a gun like you would in an arcade.
Sweet.
And actually, Nintendo sells like a little gun that you can put the controller in and actually do it like you're in an arcade. So it's a fun system. Good luck trying to find a Wii to play the Umbrella Chronicles, but pop into one of our game crazes. We can help you out.
Thanks for the call, Mike. Have a great day. Well, you know what? We're just talking about that. Royce, when he called, he was talking about that Atari, and it takes me back because, I'm showing my age. But you think about the Atari, and then you look at all this stuff now, how video games have evolved to what it is now. It's absolutely amazing. Mm-hmm. And when I was talking about, you were talking about the Halo, and my guy Sammy. There's a new game that is coming out, and for the life of me, Assassin's Creed, maybe that's what it's called. Is it not out yet?
I actually brought it in
you
today.
Yes. Oh, Sammy, if you're watching, there's your game, baby.
This is the game, and both me and this troublemaker next to me are playing it right now. It is beautiful.
He showed me the trailer?
Yes.
Online?
Yes.
And he was like, Mommy, you got to see this. I was so impressed
with the graphics.
And I thought Halo was pretty incredible. When I saw the graphics on this, I was like, "Oh no way!"
Yes, it's unbelievable.
It looks like the real McCoy.
Yes.
It does not look like drawings or however
Exactly.
Graphics were. Incredible, absolutely incredible. I could not believe that.
Yes, this game's out already, and our stores just got a shipment in on Friday, so we have this game inside of our stores right now for you. And it really, playing video games now on the Xbox 360 and the PS3 is almost like playing a movie. You can't tell if it's a clip of the game or you're actually in the game. The other game that's just as exciting that's out right now, and they're really predicting these two games that I'm showing you right now, Mass Effect is another game. It's sci-fi. It's a different view. I don't want to start getting too technical, but it's a third-person view, but it's a role-playing game. And you actually play as a person traveling through space. And it's unbelievable. If you think the graphics of Assassin's Creed are good, wait till you see this.
Now, this is out, you say? Or
this is out already right now.
I will have to have Sammy show me this on a trailer of it because, like I said, this one right here, I was amazed at, if I can't even think of a better word, I was just amazed at the graphics on this was positively incredible.
And it's great because you can go to GameCrazy.com right now, and a lot of the trailers for the stuff I've shown you are on there right now for you to go to, so you don't have to search the internet trying to look for stuff.
There you go. You heard that, GameCrazy.com. That's where you can check all this out.
Very good.
Great, great. Listen, I wanted to ask you about, parental controls. If you could touch just a little bit more about
and
parental
that's
controls,
really,
because I
really
think
exciting.
That's really important. You talked about the ratings for the games. What about parental controls? You've got some. You want to make sure Sammy or Jacob or Luke, are not getting into or playing stuff.
I'm going to go ahead and let Beau take over for that so we can get some shared time here.
Give me some info, Beau.
It's one of the most common questions parents come into my store asking, how can they control it? They have an older brother who's playing those mature games. They don't want their kid getting access to it. All the new systems that are out right now, Xbox 360, the Wii, the PlayStation 3, everything comes with parental controls built into the system. So you put in your password, you set up who they can talk to, what level of games they can play, what maturity level. So you can really stop your kids from playing anything you don't want them to have access to in your home, even down to who they can talk to when they're playing games online. So
that is very important. And as a mother of children underage, couple anyways.
Right.
Two, the other two are bigger now, but that's something that's very, very important.
In the Xbox 360, they just added, it's a new feature that if you go online, you can download it into the system. It's an automatic update that you can actually even set the length of time that it lets your kids playing. So even if you're not at home, and they're with the babysitter, it will only say that they can play for 1 hour
That
a
is
day.
fantastic.
And
that
a
is
lot of parents that we have
fantastic.
coming in now, because it's more with the, like your youngest one plays the, what's it called, the V, for the little learning games and things like that. They actually use video games as a reward system. So they say you can play with if you get A's, you can play for 2 hours a day.
Sweet,
and things like that. So
good idea.
all kinds of fun stuff.
We've got another call. We have got Marshall calling from Oxford. Good morning, Marshall. You have a question?
Yes. Hi, guys. For your PlayStation 2, you got SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. It's a good game for your PlayStation 2.
I couldn't hear.
Can you repeat that one more time, Marshall? I'm sorry.
A little bit louder, Marshall, please. Thanks.
All right. For your PlayStation 2 game,
Raw.
SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. That's a good game for your system.
Is that a good game for your system?
SmackDown vs. Raw, is that a good game for the system?
Oh, yes. It's
PS2.
Yeah, for PS2, 360, PlayStation 3, best wrestling game you can possibly get, has every single wrestler in it. Graphics, wrestling games kind of surprised me with how good their graphics have gotten over the past couple of years. They actually look like the guys you see on TV dead on. So, and they have all the signature moves, everything. So, yeah, I would recommend it for sure.
Sweet. Thanks, Marshall, for your call.
All right, thank you.
Have a great day.
Good question.
Lay the smack down. Hey, I'm hip with it. I got boys. I got boys. I got to know. I absolutely got to. Look, you brought up some more stuff here. I want you to show me what you got here.
I brought the big stuff out for you guys.
Samuel, don't get any
Look
ideas.
at this. This is the game. It just came out.
Oh.
And Beau is going to explain what you get with the game with this. You can buy just the game to play with a normal controller, but we have something special for our watchers that you can buy at Game Crazy.
Oh, sweet. Tell.
Okay. In this box, not only do you get the Ace Combat 6 Fires of Liberation game, you also get the control sticks to really put you in the experience of flying a jet. You have your throttle on this hand, you have your flight stick in the other hand, flies just like any flight simulator, pull back on it to fly up, push forward to fly down. More buttons than you can even deal with on the controller at all times. I mean, it's as complicated as looking at a jet. There are
Oh my gosh.
so many buttons on it, but everything feels real natural while you're playing it. I mean, it's just like any arcade you've gone to play with these things. They're weighted down on the bottom so that the controllers aren't sliding around on you while you're playing the things. And it really takes it to that Wii sort of level where you're hands-on, you're actually playing it, you feel more in the game than you would with just a normal controller. So.
Wait a minute, I think I'm going to have to worry about my husband Rodney seeing this one.
Oh,
He's
I
liable
know.
to say, Mary, I want that.
I think I already
want that.
talked to him about that
no.
today.
Oh, no. Well, I guess I know what he's getting for Christmas.
There you go. Talk to me after.
No, I will.
The other thing, a nice big box because you get a dance pad. DDR, Dance Dance Revolution, is one of the big things that kids are asking for. And believe it or not, we get 50-50 adults coming in playing this. A
Really?
big thing that parents are asking for is that they're looking for video games that are more active, that they can actually get off the couch and play. And there's been tons of good surveys where kids have actually lost tons of weight, became more healthy by playing these video games.
sweet.
You know, so it's actually a dance mat and has little characters, and you do the dance moves.
So you
and,
think if I had that, I might actually be able to learn how to dance?
I'm sure you're already fantastic.
No, my daughter Mary says, Ma, you don't dance like that. That's not how you dance nowadays.
My daughter Lauren does the same thing to me. I think because we're in our 20s now.
Yeah, I'm only 29, you know?
that we forgot how to dance.
I think that's what it is. Listen, guys, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. I think you
Great.
have you've helped me, and I'm hoping that you've helped our audience out there with, giving us the absolute lowdown on what is hot out there for video games, because let's face it, this is what kids are wanting. They're wanting video games, because I know that's what Sammy wants. That's all he talks about.
Well, thank you
Video
for having
games.
us. Thank you for having us. We had a great time.
I am so glad. We will be right back with more Lincoln Ware, and get those babies around the TV, because that special someone's going to be here when we come back right after these messages. Channel 38. Be right back. Welcome back to Lincoln Ware Live. I'm Mary Beavers, your guest host, filling in for Lincoln while he's away. And, well, boys and girls, if you're sitting around the TV, I got someone special I want you to see. It's none other than that jolly man in the red suit, Santa Claus.
Oh, ho, ho.
Hi,
Hello, boys and girls.
Hi, Santa. How are you today?
Yourself?
I'm fantastic.
Great.
It's so
Glad
good to
to hear
see
that.
you.
Yeah.
I've been pretty good this year.
And that's mainly the reports I've been getting.
Good. I've been, trying to behave, and
Hey, that's all I ask of boys and girls.
I
They
know.
can't be perfect all the time.
Heck no,
They just
you
try
can't.
to be nice to each other and to help mom and dad a little
that's
bit.
right. Help mom and dad. That's what's important. Boys and girls, if you're watching out there, if you'd like to talk to Santa Claus, give me a call here at the station, 513-381-3838. If you got a question you want to ask Santa, call him. He'll talk to you. But you know what, Santa? What I did over the weekend is I talked to a few of little friends of mine that live around where I live, Luke and my little boy Jacob and my nephew Gavin and my little niece Princess Leah and my big nephew Michael, and they have some questions that they'd like to know.
Well, hopefully I can answer them.
We'll just jump right into them.
Okay.
When do you leave in your sleigh to deliver your presents?
Well, I leave at just when the sun goes down on Christmas Eve, and I take and follow the setting sun all the way around the world. So actually, I get not 8 hours of flying time. I get a good 24 hours.
Boy, I bet you do. That's a lot of flying.
It sure is.
Do you get frequent flyer miles?
Nope.
with that? No.
No.
Okay. When do you leave in your sleigh to deliver the presents? What time is it do you leave?
Oh, it's about sunset.
Sunset. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who else? Let's see. How do the elves make the toys?
Well, we have several different workshops, and some of them work just out of their own little places, but we have a couple of factories we take work out of. And we do have some help from other places around the world also. It's not just the North Pole.
Is December the only time you check your list?
Oh, no. I keep a close eye on my boys and girls year round.
You hear that, boys and girls? Santa Claus is watching all year round, so it doesn't mean just when it's getting time for Christmas to behave. That means all year round, behave mommy and daddy and help around the house and pick up your toys and just be good and be kind to each other. That's very important. Let's see. We don't have a chimney. How do you get in?
Well, when I first started this, years and years, and I can't tell you how many years it's been, I forgot. Everybody had chimneys because they heated their homes with fireplaces. And then you started going into, stoves and everything, so those chimneys started disappearing. So Mrs. Claus came up with the idea and said, well, she had one of my elves make up what we call my magic key. And the houses don't have the chimneys. I have a magic key that opens up all the doors, but it only works on Christmas Eve, just in case I happen to lose it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
That's
we
a
don't
good
want
idea.
anybody breaking and entering.
Oh, heck no. Santa, we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back after these messages for more questions with Santa. If you've got them, boys and girls, give me a call, 513-381-3838. Welcome back to Lincoln Ware Live. I'm Mary Beavers, your guest host, and just to remind you, I've got that jolly man Santa Claus sitting right next to me, and he's here to answer any questions you might have. And I think we've got some calls. We have, let's see, on line one, we have, is it Keisha? Keisha? Is that how you say your name?
Yes.
How are you, Keisha?
Fine.
Good. Do you have a question for Santa Claus?
Yes, ma'am.
What would you like to ask him?
I have a baby boy and a baby girl with a daddy and a mama.
Turn it down.
What was that?
She would like to know if she could have say it one more time.
A baby boy and a baby girl and a mama and a daddy.
Oh, you want a family of dollies?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, we'll try to do that for you. Okay, honey.
Okay, thank you, Keisha.
Bye-bye,
Bye. Okay, we have Kendall on line 2. Kendall, hi.
Can I have a SmackDown versus Raw 2008?
What was that, SmackDown?
SmackDown versus Raw versus ECW.
Oh,
2008.
Well, you been that good this
PlayStation.
year?
Yes.
Well, we'll take a check on the list, and we'll try very hard to get that for you if we can.
My brother want to talk to you.
okay, put him on.
Put him on real quick. Hello.
Hi, Santa.
How are you?
Good.
What's the question you have, hon?
Can I give me an Xbox 360 with Crash?
Well, I tell you what, that's one of the most asked for presents this year so far. So hopefully I'm going to have enough to go around. But so we'll try it, okay? Okay.
Okay,
hon.
thanks,
Bye-bye.
guys. Bye. Next, we have Jaden. Oh, I love that name, Jaden. Do you have a question? Do you have a question for Santa?
I'm just going hi, Santa.
Hi.
Can I buy a horse and some dolls? What's it?
A horse and some dolls. Well, maybe a toy horse. I stopped bringing live horses years ago.
I saw some at McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
At McDonald's. I saw some.
We'll try real hard, sweetheart. Bye-bye.
For Christmas.
He's going to try real hard, Jaden. Be a good girl.
Okay.
Thanks for calling. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, honey.
Okay, Santa, let's go back here and we got a few more questions here that the kids had asked that I wanted to ask you. Do you ever bring your elves along with you?
I usually bring one elf. He takes make sure I have my presents right. We've got a nice console computer built into the sled anymore because I had to go high tech.
Oh,
My list is
nowadays
so
you
long.
have to.
Got to go high tech. So he keeps everything straight, and plus he keeps me awake too.
Yeah, I
'cause
would think that.
Yeah, you don't want to drive a sled when you're half asleep.
No, I don't think that. I don't think there's too many police officers flying
No,
up there
but
in
there's
the air.
jet airplanes up
yeah,
there.
I've
I've got to be careful of.
You got a point there. How do you get all those toys in the bag?
Well, it's kind of a trade secret.
I
take them,
understand.
kind of miniaturize them and everything. It's just
I understand. You can't give away all your secrets. I do understand. I do understand that. This question came from my little niece, Princess Leah. She would like to know, what do you eat and drink besides milk and cookies?
well, it looks like that's about the only thing I eat, but it's not. I do like vegetables and fruits and
Hear that,
everything,
boys and girls? Vegetables and fruit.
Yeah, you got to eat that, and of course my milk. But I eat about anything anybody else does. I like a good piece of fried chicken once in a while.
Ooh,
And fish, I enjoy fish.
great.
And
Great.
so it's about anything anybody else eats.
We got another caller here on line 1. We've got Kenneth. Kenneth, how are you, hon?
What's up?
What's up with you? You got a question for Santa?
Uh-huh.
What is it?
Well, I want to ask Santa if I can get a PSP.
Well, Santa,
Well-
what do you think?
Well, the chances I think are pretty good this year. You've been a pretty good boy, so we'll try real hard to get that. I can't promise you, but we can sure try.
Thanks for your call, Kenneth.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right.
Okay, next we have Tia. How are you, Tia?
Hi.
Do you have a question for Santa?
Yes.
What would you like to ask him?
I wanted to ask him, could I have a doll for Christmas?
Barbie doll.
Barbie dolls. Oh, I tell you what, Barbie dolls are one of the most popular dolls for years and years and years. And I tell you what, we're going to try real hard to get you that Barbie doll, sweetheart. Okay?
Thanks, Tia.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
I can't promise anything, but we'll try real hard.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Let's see. On line 3,
Yeah.
we have Diane. Diane, do you have a question for Santa?
I would like.
Go ahead.
Diane?
Yes. I would like to have a My Little Pony doll for Christmas.
My Little Pony doll for Christmas.
Oh, those are a lot of fun.
They sure are.
Mrs. Claus even likes those. We'll try to get you one, honey.
Okay, Diane, have
Okay.
a happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas, sweetheart.
Bye-bye. Okay, you know what? I had another question here,
Okay.
Santa, that, is I thought was a daggone good question. Where do you and Mrs. Claus sleep when it's Christmas?
Well-
It's Christmas time. When do you guys get some sleep?
Oh,
You guys are up constantly?
yeah, I tell you what, about the week after Christmas, Mrs. Claus and I just about hibernate. We just take it.
I bet you
tired,
do.
and we just take it easy and kind of let the elves take and go on their own and taking, I've even thought about taking Mrs. Claus on a Caribbean cruise one of these years,
Oh.
right after Christmas. But
That is sweet. That is sweet. I've got one very important last question that I'm going to ask you, and then I think we'll try to get a couple of more phone calls
Okay.
in. And this comes from my big boy nephew, Michael. He wants to know, how much horsepower does 8 reindeer really have?
all the horsepower I need.
Did you hear that, Michael? All the horsepower he needs. Now you know, Michael, and knowing's half the battle. Let's go back to a question here. We have Beau on line 1. Hi, hon. Do you have a question for Santa?
Hi.
Hi. Do you have a question?
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
Yes.
What? Can you turn your TV set down and just listen on the telephone, okay?
Okay. I want a rat doll for Christmas.
Okay. Santa, did you hear that? She wants a brat doll for Christmas?
Brat doll, all right.
Okay, thanks
We'll
for
try to
calling.
get that for you, honey.
Okay, let's try Sage. We got Sage. Sage, are you there?
Thanks.
Hi, Sage. Would you like to say hi to Santa?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go
Hi,
ahead.
Sage, how are you?
I say hi.
What can we
Yes.
do for you, honey?
I love you.
Oh, she
Oh,
said
I love you too.
That is sweet, Sage.
Okay.
I want a baby doll for Christmas.
He wants a baby doll.
Baby doll, all right. That sounds good to me. We'll try to get you that baby doll.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, that's all we have for now, Santa.
Okay.
I want to put this out. This is for all the parents and grandparents out there. This is for all the parents and grandparents out there. If you are interested in having Santa for any special events, please contact me, Mary Beavers, here at the station, WBQC, Channel 38, Monday through Friday, and I can get you in touch with Santa. So, well, that's it for right now, Santa. I'm going to let you go because I know you've got to get back to the North Pole.
That
and
was
get
so quick.
some last-minute stuff going.
Okay,
To
great,
get your-
because right now is my busy time.
And I think the reindeer out there are getting a little antsy. I think
Yeah.
they've eaten all the grass out there.
Yeah, well, one nice thing about not having snow on the ground, they got a little grazing time.
Yeah, well, at least Elliot won't have to cut the grass.
Exactly, that's
That's a
one
good
good
thing.
thing.
That's a
Yeah.
good thing.
Okay.
That is definitely a good thing. Well, listen, we'll be right back with Talk of the Town after these messages. All right, we are back with Lincoln Ware Live. You know, we had a great show today. Hopefully, we all learned something about the hot stuff that's out there with the video games from our friends at Game Crazy. You know, at this time of year, it's so easy for us to become overwhelmed and depressed with the hustle and bustle, running around, carrying on, getting ready. Well, let's all try to remember that there's so many of us out there that don't have anyone, maybe even your neighbor who might not even have anything to eat. Let's try to take a moment to let them know that you care about them. So whatever it is you celebrate in your home, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa, I'm wishing your family the happiest and the merriest. God bless you.